let's send some subscriber data directly into ActiveCampaign without using Zapier. I'm going to show you that now.
We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
Now we're going to talk about calling an actual outside API besides JSON Blob, which it is an outside API. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to ManyChat as a client. We're going to do a request post to my server program written in Node.js, which then will call the ActiveCampaign API, create a contact record, and then pass some JSON back. We're going to go into a flow that I have set up to create a record in ActiveCampaign. Take a look at this. We're going to do a post request. We're going to call this endpoint. Actually, the endpoint is right here. There's a server name, and here's the endpoint. We're going to use a header, content type, application JSON. The body, we're going to send this information. We're going to send an email, first name, last name, list ID, and a user ID. All these blue fields are actually from ManyChat. So we're passing that information on over to create a record in ActiveCampaign. If we go over to ActiveCampaign, here's the list. ManyChat DCB is the one that I am going to be putting in this record. It says there is no contacts. You have no contacts that match the search criteria, basically ManyChat DCB. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of go, so we're going to go from ManyChat here to the server, and that's right here. Here's my server program in Node.js. It's going to create an instance of the ActiveCampaign API, and then we're going to use that in the endpoint. And here's the endpoint, add contact. So that's the endpoint is right here. And so that's what we're calling. We're calling this function that's going to make the call, the post to ActiveCampaign API with this information. And then we're going to bring the request body back as the JSON response. You could actually here is actually, if you looked at this, it's kind of familiar, is the version 2, all that stuff. That is this code right here. And what I was doing, though, I was setting a tag, adding a tag. But right now, we're just going to send the regular body back. Normally, on a post, you're not going to do a whole lot when you come back, though you could tag them. You could do something if you want. You don't need to, because the post, you're not expecting something back to do something with or display a message to the subscriber. So let's take a look. Let's run this thing, test a request. We got a 200 OK, so we know it ran. Cannot process server response, unsupported version of public content. And you'll get that because there is no version in here in content, because I sent back the request body. Basically, I sent back what I sent them. And you can see that contact, email, first name, last name, list ID, user ID. And that's what I sent them in the body here. That's what we got back. It doesn't format so that you can put something into. You can't put this into Messenger because it's not formatted for ManyChat to do that. But this is what we sent them, and that's what they sent back. So now let's go over to ActiveCampaign, and let's see. We're going to go over to the list, and it says we have one contact in the list. And there it is. There I am. So I put my name, my email, here's my ManyChat user ID, and there we put it to the list. That is the process of doing a post. Well, that concludes our video for today on taking subscriber data and sending it into ActiveCampaign without using Zapier. If you have any questions or comments on it, please post them down below. Happy to answer them. I do have a course that I just got finished called ManyChat Toolbox. It goes through all this information on how to set all these type of things up so that you can use a server program and call outside APIs It includes many different types of APIs, jokes, and coupon codes, and house values, and house images. What else? This one, the active campaign one, and the weather, get the current weather, all those types of things. We're going to be looking at doing dialogue flow, connecting that, and many, many other things throughout the membership. So take a look. The link is down below in the description. Check it out. And as always, please like the video, share it across the world, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. I will see you next week in the next video.